we're standing here today to call for peace, to stop the killing in Gaza. And often when we feel powerless, we feel there's nothing we can do. And we ask, what can we do? And what we can do as a country is that we can stop the military exports sent from a stolen land. That's what we can do, and that's what Albanese can do. There's a growing anger towards the government. This government, who you should know, refused to publish details about weapon exports, who they sell to, what they are, and how much was paid. Australia, I don't know if you're aware of this, we have one of the most non-transparent systems in the world. As Sam said, what we do know is in the last 5 years that there's been more than 350 weapon export permits granted to sell weapons or materials used to create weapons for the State of Israel. Now, they're shame, because these details have not been released by the government willingly. It's only been made public by political pressure from the Greens at budget estimates. That's the work that we have to do to get that transparent. And we know from DFAT figures, in the last 5 years, Australia has sold $13 million worth of arms and munitions. That's directly to Israel. But when questioned, Foreign Minister Penny Wong, or as we call her, Pentagon Penny, says, no, we haven't sold any weapons to Israel. Shame, because our government has been gaslighting us, telling us that their own data, that their DFAT figures aren't true. Within days of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, the Australian government, as it should have, condemned the invasion, and we put an urgent ban on the export of aluminium and bauxite, which are essential for producing munitions. We have shown that we can stop the flow of weapons and materials used to produce them. From hand grenades to nuclear weaponry, modern weaponry relies on aluminium-based technology. In the month since war in Gaza began, Australia continues to be one of the biggest suppliers of aluminium to the region.
Shame!
Since 2017, we have exported $60 million in aluminium and bauxite ore to Israel. But it's not just the exports. We've imported signed contracts for over $300 million of Israeli-made weapons since Albanese came into government in 2022. They have signed $18 million worth of contracts since the conflict began in October, including the Spike missile, produced by Rafael Systems, sold around the world as tested. And as Sam said, yes, these weapons are tested on Palestinians in Gaza. This shame, yes, because this weapon is designed to puncture through the concrete wall of an apartment building and then release a spray of shrapnel that kills everyone within its reach. Instead of this government being appalled, they've signed contracts. And we have ordered more Spike missiles since October. Through our government, we are helping to fund the war machine that is killing women and children in particular. And in a conversation with third-generation Palestinian exile Amal Nasser, Green Senator and defence spokes David Shoebridge, David said the rhetoric and the reality of the Albanese government makes it hard to comprehend. We are living in Orwellian times where war is peace and freedom is slavery. It's worth contemplating. Australia ratified the Arms Trade Treaty in 2014, and under Article 7, any military export a country makes, the government must consider whether it would undermine peace and security in the region and whether it could be used to significantly commit serious violations of humanitarian law or international human rights law. They must also take into account arms being used to commit serious acts of gender-based violence or violence against women and children. 70% of the people murdered in Gaza are women and children.
Shame!
And by supplying weapons, we have violated our obligations. We signed the Genocide Convention. We need to respect international law and the findings of the International Court of Justice. Right now, we are complicit in genocide. Shame. And it's not just about Israel. This is also about AUKUS and our relationship with the United States. We need to call on our government, our pathetic, cowardly government, to stop importing and exporting weapons to and from Israel. Right now, cease weapon trading and ceasefire now. Thank you.